With harvest season just around the corner for Allenbrooke Farms, Spring Hill's local community-supported agriculture program, its farmers are hard at work getting the planting done in between rainstorms.
Yeah, so this is all little baby pepper plants. And then we've got lettuces and cabbages and broccoli and stuff over there, and some tomatoes, some spinach. And once everything gets a little bit bigger, we move them over here to this greenhouse. Let them kind of toughen up. So we've been planting stuff out of here today. So all these kind of get. This is unheated, so it gives them a little chance to kind of get tough.
Essentially, what happens is the community buys a share in our farm. They can buy a full share, which is a big basket, a half share, or a quarter share. And then every week during our harvest season, which is 22 weeks between mid-May and the end of October. And every week, we call it our Farmily. Our Farmily members come out to the farm, and what we've done is we have harvested all day long. So literally everything that they get is picked that day, and we set it up like their own personal farmer's market, and they pick an empty basket that corresponds with their share size and go through their little buffet line and fill it up with whatever they want. There are other CSAs in town. The biggest difference is, one, all of our pickups are here on the farm, so all of our Farmily members see where their food's growing, their kids get to see it, and they really love that. It's really cool to be that connected to your food.
We're really limited on inputs and fertilizer that we use, so one thing we do is grow cover crops like clover, and this has clover and rye, grain rye in it. And so what that'll do is like add nitrogen and nutrients and organic matter to the soil.
I think a lot of people think local, I'm gonna eat local because it's trendy, but there's a real reason why. It's because it tastes better. You're not losing flavor in a commute from Ohio or Mexico or wherever, Denmark, wherever it comes from, and you're not losing the nutrients. So
through all the cover crops and tillage practices and stuff, I mean, we've got it into just a really healthy, almost, really dark brown, loose, it's just,
So that's what good soils looks like. That's it right there.
It's just loose and full of all the good stuff.
The large stores, the large grocery stores, everything is just picture perfect. And when you're growing things in your own garden, essentially we have like a really large home garden happening here, and 11 acres, and not everything's pretty, and we are not going to throw anything out if it's not picture perfect. That's not what organic farming is about for us.
Well, like you said, we'll grow enough for the bugs. So if there is bug pressure on a certain patch, we'll just strip those leaves and not really put those out, and then we'll go to the patch that didn't have the bug damage, and we'll put those out, and we'll take the strip leaves, with had some bugs on them, give them to cows or goats or pigs or something,
just kind of
compost it,
use it for something.
Nothing gets wasted around here.
So and then we've stripped that and gotten rid of those bugs that way naturally by taking them off over there, and then it comes back and the bugs aren't on it anymore. And through rotation and crop rotation, we move stuff around so much every year that bugs really aren't that bad here. For instance, like this block last year was corn. It was half corn and half squash, right? So the corn was on that side, the squash was on this side. So this year, I'll put the corn here where the squash was, and I'll put the squash over there where the corn was.
Or the squash down there where the potatoes were. We just move everything around.
We're never growing the same crop on the area within about 4 years. So like this was tomatoes last year, and now it'll be onions, and then we'll do a late crop of maybe like winter squash on it, and then it'll go into cover crop, and then next year it'll probably be like cabbages and a cover crop, and then the year after that it'll be lettuce or something, beans or something like that, and then maybe tomatoes, and that'll be like 5 years later, So because the tomatoes weren't just here over and over and over, the disease isn't in the dirt over and over, and the bugs aren't right there over and over and over, and you can kind of run into problems doing that.
Allenbrooke CSA begins May 9th, and they currently have some spots remaining for individuals or families interested in sharing in their 2016 harvest.